there is a 0% chance that the Chinese are going to fund transgender comic books in Peru, which USAID was doing. Well, I was going to say a 0% chance they would fund terrorist groups, but there's a 100% chance the Chinese will do that if it hurts the West. But USAID was doing that as well with Boko Haram. We were funding really ridiculous, absurd sex education for Afghani women. These are not the kinds of things that are examples of soft power in my mind. These are examples of cultural weakness, of cultural rot that I, as an American, have to apologize to the world for because we shouldn't be doing this. The upshot is this. USAID will be replaced by a program or programs that actually convey American power, an American power that rests in biological realities, boys are boys and girls are girls. And then we can get on to the important work, especially of countries very close with friends and leaders in African countries, which is an academic interest of mine before it became a real world policy interest. And they say, Kevin, we've got this dilemma. It's this dilemma that you were mentioning regarding the Pacific Islands. We can go the way of America, which under Biden and Harris has been woke. We can go the way of the Chinese, which we know is a really rotten deal. The infrastructure will be bad. The money won't last forever. But right now, that's a really difficult choice. And so what I see in the near term is an improvement in making that choice easier. And I have full faith, not just in Trump, but in Secretary of State Rubio, whom I know well, to develop a program that will produce the kinds of things that you're doing. But the days of both third world people and American politicians getting rich off of USAID are over. And that's a good thing.
Well, something else that we've been hearing about is a censorship industrial complex. Interesting term, censorship industrial complex, within the former Biden administration. What was that?
Well, for those of us who have the ridiculous absurdity to dare to be political conservatives in the United States, if we ran for office, we were 99 times more likely, if we were using Google's Gmail, to have our fundraising emails go to junk folders. Talk to my members of Congress friends. If you happen to run the largest conservative think tank in the world, the Heritage Foundation, you still got throttled down on Facebook and Instagram. Before Elon Musk bought Twitter and turned it into X, it was unlikely that you were going to get as much play because of the so-called algorithms, which really were just nerdy little leftists preventing conservatives from posting things. In other words, it was far less likely that someone with your politics or mine would actually be able to enjoy free speech. Now, John, you know, I'm not saying people need to agree with us. I'm just saying I've got enough confidence in my ideas and heritages that we'll go toe-to-toe with anybody. And if the American people decide they prefer a well-articulated vision that's left of center, so be it. I have no problem with that. But let's have a real open exchange, a fair marketplace of ideas. But ultimately, these American media companies, American social media companies, in almost every case, were disadvantaging conservative voices instead of doing so with liberal voices. That time has come to an end, not just because of policy threats by Congress and the administration, but also because of great free market activity by Elon Musk in buying X. The real open question is whether Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Facebook, and others, who is a big contributor to Trump's inaugural committee, actually does what he says he's going to do, which is to level the playing field. You and I subscribe to Reagan's maxim, trust but verify. We're going to distrust, and then we'll verify.